Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Chinelo Nadi,
And I'm Shivani Ganesh.
and we are the co-chairs of the BMA's Medical Students Committee.
Welcome to Medical Students Conference 2024, where we're set for a weekend packed with incredible discussions on the future of our education and profession. For many of you, this will be your first time getting involved in the BMA since signing up to be a member, and we want to take the opportunity to welcome you warmly to the chaos that can happen at the BMA Medical Students Committee and also the conference. As a trade union, the BMA represents more than 2/3 of practicing doctors in the UK, and using this position, we collectively bargain at a national level to protect the interests of both medical students and doctors at all stages of our career.
Medical Students Committee is a branch of the BMA concerning all things medical students and to do with medical school. We are a national committee formed from the local representatives you have all elected in your medical schools. Throughout the year, your reps have worked to ensure your voices were heard on MSC. But this weekend, you speak for yourself and you speak for your colleagues, setting national policy from the motions you will propose later today. These motions will form the work plan for the committee next year, so it's your opportunity to set the narrative.
Now, we have to address the elephant in the room. Right now, it really does feel like a crazy time to be a medical student. We're living through some of the biggest changes to modern medical education amidst nationwide industrial action, grappling with a cost of living crisis, inadequate funding for students to live on, a scarcity of medical academics and learning opportunities, and navigating the incoming medical licensing assessment alongside the first year of preference-informed allocation.
And that is just scratching the surface. Locally, we're contending with the relentless demands of our rigorous degree, juggling clinical rotations, often part-time work, while receiving diminished support from a government that seems intent on devaluing our hard-earned medical degrees.
With chronic staff shortages in the NHS and 1/3 of UK medical students planning to leave the country within 2 years of graduating, it's crystal clear. Change is imperative. The fate of medical students and the future of our profession hangs in the balance. With so much on the line, it's easy to feel powerless.
And yet, here you all are, somehow still in medical school, sitting in BMA House right now, passionate and ready to take action. This conference is an opportunity to delve into what truly matters to medical students and to start making that change together. We've been inspired by the projects many of you have already undertaken to affect positive change, whether it's shedding light on missed learning opportunities, unfair funding, or confronting systemic issues such as racism and discrimination in your medical schools. And we want to say that your dedication hasn't gone unnoticed. With each issue you campaign for, you improve the lives of medical students at your universities, and you strengthen our student movement, amplifying our collective power to instigate change. So what have we been doing on MSC this year? At a local level, our representatives have successfully championed causes ranging from unfair portfolio requirements, examination issues, and individual student disputes, supporting these affected students and overturning unjust decisions. Medical students have supported industrial action, carrying out ward walks at their local hospitals and demonstrating by local pickets. Back in October, MSC organised the Manchester Medics March, gathering around 150 students, bolstering the national BMA rally outside the Conservative Party conference. So we, as students, possess the capacity to reimagine and to reshape the systems that govern us.
More than ever, we need to be organised and present with our members on the ground, leveraging the resources that we have here at the BMA to organise around issues that matter to us. To help you do this, at conference this year, we're running a Policy into Action workshop tomorrow, which will equip us with all the tools we need to effect change at both a local and a national level. This year, our BMA Executive Committee have laid the groundwork for national campaigns like fixed medical student funding, advocating for a livable NHS bursary, and crafting financial frameworks to support both graduate and undergraduate medical students at every stage of their journey. We've also seen a 50% uplift in travel reimbursement for those on the NHS bursary in England, and a rise in the threshold for eligibility, meaning more students can access these vital funds. In Northern Ireland, we especially commend the committee's widening participation work in sixth forms across Northern Ireland, and with the return of Stormont, Northern Ireland MSC will be developing a briefing to advocate for students' needs, and we eagerly look forward to further developments. In Scotland, SMSC have won a £2,400 increase in the student maintenance bursary and have been working on a formal proposal to extend the return of service bursary agreement to all Scottish medical students. Our Welsh Medical Student Committee led a survey on medical student intentions after graduation, the results of which have just been published, and, in their campaign for bursary reform, have won restored access to Welsh students' full maintenance loans. We encourage you to read the full reports on the amazing work of our devolved nation committees.
We've tirelessly, and I say tirelessly thinking especially of our education deputy chairs, who will tell you about the year that they've had, but we've tirelessly engaged with external stakeholders on critical issues like the NHS long-term workforce plan, defending the value of our medical degrees amidst the broader fragmentation of our healthcare system. We've been present in pivotal discussions with the GMC, with UKFPO, and the Medical Schools Council surrounding foundation program allocations and medical apprenticeships, staunchly advocating for student needs every step of the way. Additionally, we're closely monitoring the new preference-informed allocation system to ensure fairness and equity for all students. Despite the setbacks we've encountered, which may have left us feeling disheartened or disrespected, we've persevered. We've picked ourselves up, brushed off the dust, and continued to raise our voices. As part of this effort, we've launched new social media channels facilitated by our dedicated MSC reps to foster direct communication with you on the topics most important to us all.
A heartfelt thank you goes out to our executive committee, our MSC reps, and BMA staff for their unwavering dedication this year. Your contributions, driven by your passion and commitment, has served as the basis for our future progress. During this weekend, there'll be many opportunities to get further involved in the BMA, including elections to represent MSC at the annual representative meeting, or ARM, at the National Junior Doctors Conference, and to join the Agenda Committee, who organise Medical Students Conference. You all have something to offer, so we encourage you to put yourself forward. Nominations close today at 5:30 p.m. And throughout conference, don't hesitate to speak up. Submit a speaker slip, even if it's your first time. I recall my own first conference experience last year, delivering my first speech. The supportive and welcoming environment that we've cultivated at MSC was palpable.
My journey into the BMA began with me wanting to advocate for a friend. I came to my first MSC conference in 2022 to speak up for students injured at placement, and I haven't looked back since. It all starts with submitting that speaker slip.
Connect with your fellow students, learn from each other's local campaigns, and ask questions boldly, because your voice is invaluable and we're eager to hear from each and every one of you.
So let's seize this opportunity to shape our future together. Welcome to Conference 2024.